Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium. The smoke machine is rolling, and the Miami Hurricanes making their customary grand entrance onto the field. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Hurricanes will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. And here he is, one of the best receivers in the game, and he just commands attention both from the defense and from the fans.
Yeah, he's a guy you got to keep your eye on, and you're going to see him line up all over the field in this game. He can play in the slot, he can play out wide, he can run the entire gamut in the route tree as well. Really nothing this guy can't do.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. The Irish send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. So Miami's offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. They'll run the screen. He breaks a tackle. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down. It'll bring up a big decision. And the Hurricanes will bring the punt team onto the field. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. 1st down here for the offense. Makes the quick grab. Oh, what a cut! Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Quick completion to the right. At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Notre Dame lines up quickly. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Larson. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. He's going to pass. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Now facing a 2nd and 10 from the 28 after that last incompletion. Wide out in motion. They'll run play action. It's complete on the right side.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation. And now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Motion from the offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. He caught it. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the field because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
He'll bring it out. It's Allen. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Last 2 runs got a big fat nothing. Let's see if they try to go up top on 3rd and 10. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Wide open downfield. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A 1st down for the offense. The give to the tailback. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Got his man. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Got his man on the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He makes a grab. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Vanderbilt is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jay Cutler, this might not be over just yet. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to NC State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Anderson will throw. Finds his man down the middle. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Going to the running game. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Canes will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll bring it back. It's Smith. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. 1st down for this offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense getting set for 1st down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. Gives it to the back on the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Leaves it with the running back. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the 1st half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Anderson wants to throw. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Notre Dame! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, return to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. He's looking to throw. gets it out fast. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And there he is, the nation's leader in sacks, coming up with yet another one. Week after week, teams try to find a way to stop this guy. They just can't figure him out. He's too big, he's too fast, and he has a knack for getting to quarterbacks.
Running it back, it's Smith. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up in the 26 with the first down.
Big-time play there in the passing game. That's important for Notre Dame, too, as a program, because we know they've always been able to run the football, and we've seen them in recent years get to the playoff. They've reached national championship games, but they haven't been able to pull it off. For this program to take the next step, they have to be more consistent and dynamic in the explosive passing game, and I think this guy gives them the opportunity to take the program to the next level.
Give to the single back. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. Offense gets set for second down. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. It's a draw. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Using his legs, it's Baxter. They face open runway ahead. He's at the 40, at the 20. Touchdown, Hurricane! And once he got loose, it was all over. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And after the extra point, they're now down 24-7. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. From the gun, running back on the move. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. He's looking to throw it. Getting some heat. Grabbed behind the line. It's Young. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Got the quick pass. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. It's a draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He'll come out throwing on first down. He's right on target. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. Using the quick game. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Nice play there. And I know when you think Notre Dame's football, you're thinking about running the football and all those NFL offensive linemen they have, but when you've got playmakers like him on the perimeter, you've got to be able to take advantage of him. This guy has the chance to play on Sundays. He's too good. If you've got a window to throw and that guy's out running a route, give him an opportunity.
Looking to pass on second down. He's got it on the move. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Irish!
And how about this play by the offense? First and goal from the 1-yard line. Everything says it's going to be a run. It's going to be a run. Nice job by the offense. A little sleight of hand, throwing the football, getting the touchdown.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the returner will be knocked down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. He wants to throw. Looking for a deep man. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Still on the 35-yard line, they'll try it again on 2nd and 10. They go to the draw. Makes a man miss. There's a live football. Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble. Anderson will throw. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Now they'll run the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Wants to go up top. Get it out on the screen. At the 40, there he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. He's looking to pass. Got it set up on the outside. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. They'll give it to the back. And they get him down.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on second and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable third down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in second and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6. Now it's second and goal. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. It's complete. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. They want to power it in on the ground on third and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. Grabbed behind the line. It's Little. And that was a high percentage completion and a low efficiency pass. They lose yardage. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Offense set on first down. The inside handoff. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's second and 3. Catch in the middle. It's Young. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick release by the QB. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He looks that one in nicely. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. The Irish send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets a block. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Give to the running back. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Anderson wants to throw. Grabs it in the middle. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A little less room to work with now as the ball is at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And the Canes send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. No surprise, looks as if they'll be content just to head to the locker room. Typically, you only see this at the end of the game or end of a half. I'm not really sure why we're getting an early peek at victory formation. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there in South Florida than you? A captivating start to this one. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the shadows of South Beach.
All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
He's off to the races. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. That kind of play is just vintage Hurricane receiver play.
I mean, big-time playmakers on the outside. The list is long for Miami, but finding those elite speedsters down in the state of Florida, it's not a hard job.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. They make the stop after the catch. Still some work to do to pick up that first down. The RPO, it's complete. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. The Canes want to move quickly. Reads it, fires complete. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Holding. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Holds and fires complete to the right. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Hurricanes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Running the red zone, it's Fletcher. Trying to run it in the red zone. He's got 4, and he's down at the 12. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A 1st down run in the red zone. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Got it. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. Anderson will throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Off the boot, looking for his man. He caught it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cade.
What a throw by the QB. You think about it, you don't have much space near the sideline, and he put that thing right on the outside of the sideline where his receiver could go make a play. Not only does he make the play, I'm pretty sure he got a foot in bounds, and that's a great touchdown catch. What a playmaker.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas A&M is on top right now, but kind of fittingly for the First Lady of Aggie Land, Reveille, this has been a dogfight today. They're up by 10 over the Coyotes.
And that pass picked off. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Miami.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point draws them closer. It's 31-24. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down. He's going to run it. Quarterback gets enough. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Fast motion from the offense. Running back searching for a hole. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. The play action fake. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Got his man quickly. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Caught in the backfield. It's Horton.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. On third down, going up top. Firing to the right, complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Let's see what they've got on second down. Anderson wants to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Delivers the stiff arm. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab over the middle.
And I love working the slot receivers. You see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
Throws to the wideout. It's caught. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. He's got it on the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Right down the boulevard, it's good. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here come the Irish back on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one, and David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. We'll pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Using his legs, it's Young. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another 1st down. Coming after it. And the blitz gets to him just like that.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Negative play on 1st down. That's what a defense always wants. On second down, wants to throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Flanagan. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires toward the end zone. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? So the penalty will not be enforced. The defensive line just stands on the result of the play. The Irish send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Comes out throwing on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Little. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. He wants to throw here on second down. Gets it out quickly. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. New set of downs after that completion. To the air on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Canes will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. That is just gorgeous. Knocks it out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The run to the left. Breaks the tackle. Makes one man miss. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Looking for space, it's Young. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The roar on the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Good, solid tackle. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They'll try to run for it. Tackled, but he has a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Flanagan. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. He's back to throw on second down. They're trying to get to him. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Working the middle, it's complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He's got great speed. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Feeling some heat. And they get the sack just like that.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. This is a 3rd and long. Anderson will throw. Quickly complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Canes will punt it away on 4th down. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. 1st down here for the offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Irish send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few 1st downs, and I'm in scoring position.
And they make the tackle, but the official is tossed to the flag. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He'll pull it on the read. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Anderson wants to throw. Quickly complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Quick strike complete. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st. An array of possibilities here. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down. The Hurricanes are on the move. Looking to move it through the air. He's got it and still on his feet. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Looking to throw. Trying to get to him. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Nifty little dance step. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Off the play fake on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Wide out in motion. He's going to pass. throws for the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on second down. They're going for it all. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Going up top on first down. Gets it out fast. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Off play action on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Hold it.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're working on 2nd and 5 from the 25. Pressure coming. The sure hands, it's Fletcher. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Using the quick game. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Hurricanes line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Wants to return it. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Anderson will throw. Working the middle. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Horton. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
You're seeing a lot of confidence out of this quarterback now. 3 for 3 on this 2-minute drive. He understands that he needs to step up if his team's going to win this game.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Little. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. The snap sets up the throw. Makes the catch. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Getting some heat. And he... taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. Quick completion on the out route. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. Caught over the middle. It's Flanagan. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. They'll throw it on first down. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. Trying to find his man on first down. Finds the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. Makes this one, and it'll be all tied up in the final minute. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And in the waning seconds of the game, they tie it up.
Wow, and with that field goal with so little time left here in the game, it looks like this thing's going to OT. You have to give that young guy so much credit. He had the weight of the world on his shoulders, and he's able to knock it through. We've still got some football left here, friends.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. From the gun, running back gets to give. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably. Maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Jet sweep to the receiver. Bowls his way forward. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. We'll get it started here in overtime. Looking for room. It's Young. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. On second down, looking again to throw. He caught it. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They strike first in overtime. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target, then make the big play, get the touchdown.
Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. He's looking to throw it. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. After the incompletion, they're facing a 2nd and 10 from the 25. Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Anderson wants to throw. Touchdown, Canes! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. We play on first down here in the second overtime period. He'll come out throwing on first down. It's complete to the left. Bulldozes him. Touchdown, Miami! That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
Brought down short of the goal line, two-point try is no good, and it's still a six-point game. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Hines is back in the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Looking to throw on second down. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. He wants to throw. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gonna run it. It's Young. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the answer here in overtime.
Man, what a great response by this offense, going down the field, scoring the touchdown. Now, I got to go for 2. I know the new overtime rules. They changed this years ago. Jesse, you should work on this in practice. What's your go-to two-point play right here?
I'll tell you, after running the ball as well as they did on that last touchdown, I could see them doing it again. I think they've got confidence in the big fellas up front to get it done, find a way into the end zone, and be more physical.
They're stopped on the two-point try, and we are still tied. After the stop, now a two-point try to win the game. Anderson will throw. That's it. That's the ball game. The two-point try gets it done. This is one of the best games we've